Good evening, folks. I'm Baroque, and welcome to Avowed. This is an RPG from Obsidian, folks who made Fallout New Vegas, more recently grounded in the Outer Worlds. Now, I have played the prior two Pillars of Eternity games, in which world this game is based in. It was quite some time ago, though. This game, I remember owning a fortress and making political decisions, and there was like a god underneath it, I'm not quite sure. The second game, you had your own boat, there was a variety of naval factions, you sailed around the world. I remember it most, pardon me, for its sea shanties, which I absolutely adored, to the point where they were regulars on my phone for a good while. I remember specifically not having enough room in a car for a cinema trip. We were heading back home thereafter, we met up along the way, and me going, rather than someone having to come back for me or me finding public transport, just bob me in the boot. I'll be fine. I get a little claustrophobic, but I tell you what, I'll put these sea shanties on. They guided me the whole hour home. So they hold a special place in my heart. Not just for that, they were very addictive and enjoyable. The gods in that game were all vying for your attention all the time, so I'm very curious at this new perspective in the world of Eora. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope we're all doing well this evening.
Eora,
The day's treated you kindly.
Mortals
Get a warm beverage, come join me.
And are reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a
Yes, the
cycle
wheel.
of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands. A rich and lawless island, settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles.
It's kind of voice that I
and
don't
us.
trust initially.
Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years ago, you were born to a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing. To many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And within my court, you found purpose, Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy.
Okay, we got a chunk of backstory.
Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
Okay, so initial thoughts. Do not necessarily trust this king. Oh boy. Start from this base preset and get going from there. What are our options here? Oh, could be elf. What did I do last time? Dragon Age, I was a dwarf. WoW, I play as human most of the time, so we go with elf. Always end up going older. I don't know why. Not that. I believe this game is first person. I know there's a toggle for third person. Third person, rather. You'll have to let me know as we go how the audio's matching up and how we're doing on bitrate and such like that. Big bushy beard. Somewhat of a bushy beard. Doesn't look at that mustache, it's too much. Middle of the road. Let's tell the hair once we got a beard going. Tied up or the long? Oh, I'd like it if not for the braid. That's alright. Okay, the godlike creature. You are a godlike, a rare individual born, blessed, or cursed with a connection to one of the gods. Godlike manifest their divine heritage in a unique physical feature and innate abilities to reflect their patriation. Deity. Different cultures may view them with suspicion, reverence, or curiosity. Strangely enough, many of the godlike have disappeared from the world in recent years, but you have not. Stranger still, you have never learned which god touched your soul. Okay, so you can choose to turn this off or not. Oh, and we could have crazy coral hair. Tree face. Bless my back. The mushroom one is a lot. Kinda like the flower. There's something going on with the silhouette there. Too much over the eyes. I kind of deal with it. The fact they're all corally leads me to believe whichever god has spoken for us is probably... Which one was the... Oh, I'm trying to remember. Like a goddess of the sea and bounty. Ondra, I think? I kinda like just the bark head. Like, that's... Your baby come out of the womb looking like that, you'd be worried. How do I breathe through my nose? I've not a clue. Shame I can't change the... Well, maybe we can change the colour in a bit. You know, we put so much pressure on faces. Let's do bark. Hide the eyes forever. They'll never know how cruel or kind such eyes may be. It does make me want to change the hair, though, because they all clip through it. If you had this on your head, you'd certainly be cutting your hair to not be a problem with it. I'd imagine. Let the beard speak for it, though. It's not really clipping for the beard's kind of growing around the bottoms a little bit. Well, none of that matters. Do my eye colour, because I tend to, but we can't see any of that. Nope. Can you see the brows? Can you see the nose? The face shape we could muck about with a little bit, but I think we're okay. Do a touch on the mouth. It's going to be important. Knock him down a touch. the tree moves with them. Just a bit, though. Just a bit. Okay. Ah, yes, another one we can't see. Get a bit of texture under there. Nope. Ooh, we could have some scars, like, just coming up from the underneath. Yeah, darken them a little bit. Not enough for an eye scar. Like somebody, what, poured oil down our tree bark? Ooh, I don't know about that. That, at least, it'd be really cool if I could have the same marks go over the mask. Why not? Eyeliner, not gonna help us. Makeup could help us a bit. There's some fancy options. Not that we can see any of them, though. Bit bright. I kind of like a bit. Let's knock it down a little bit. Okay. Oh, we do get a bit of background. Background provides unique dialogue options and determines your starting weapon. All equipment and backgrounds are available to you, regardless of background. Okay, so it's kind of a learn as you go. But it's not... There's a lot of comparisons to Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls stuff, but I don't believe you learn in that way. Arcane Scholar. After graduating with honours from Bracken Hill Academy, he published a treatise on soul lineages that threatened the legitimacy under the eye of a local lord. When he had you arrested, the Emperor intervened and recruited you into the archives of the Imperial Court. The mind is a bottomless well of occult knowledge, legal precedent, historical observation, poetry. You've forgotten more than most people ever learn. So they all have different outfits. They do not, sadness. The court augur, when your village's crops failed, with strange insights and unsettling manner, earned your neighbour's suspicion. Foresaw the torches and pitchforks. Pitchforks? Oh no, different thing altogether. Pitchforks fled to High Crown in a trip over my tongue a lot today, it seems. But the Emperor recognised your talents, elevated you from back alley fortune teller to his personal mystic. You have learnt to wield power from the shadows, and all it takes is a dash of influence and a pinch of deception. Noble scion, you were born to a noble house of great influence, middling wealth and questionable morals. When scandals and secession disputes saw your family cast down, you threw yourself on the Emperor's mercy, and he shielded you. Canny yet refined, you become a formidable force at court, an invaluable ally for your Emperor. No. Probably gonna be War Hero, because that screams I'm gonna get me greatsword, but we'll read the Vanguard Scout. Born to humble beginnings and driven to desperation by famine, your life was destined to end on the executioner's block until the Emperor spared you. More ease in the wilderness than in court. Your cleverness and observant nature have made you one of the Emperor's most trusted operatives. Of attracting prey or spying on enemies, skills are put to work both inside and out of the throne room. Nope, I like hit things big sword, please. Distinguished yourself on the field of battle, fighting a violent Skaganite uprising. The Emperor honoured you with a place among the elite tall grass spearmen. Some of your scars are less obvious than others. No! But you wear them all with pride. Emperor values your loyalty, your grit, your martial prowess. Well, that's what we'll be going with. Because again, I don't find myself being that devious. And a lot of the... I like having some historical background. The legal stuff less so. Does me nutting. Occult, not really for me. Scion, eh. The Scout's interesting, but I've never been one for you just lived in the wilderness on your own. Ooh, okay. Some stat. It's given us a few already. So might is damage and carry capacity. For a game like this, carry capacity is going to be very important. Characters' physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. Ah. So the might stat's got some magic in it, which is interesting. Increases your damage from all sources, also your carry capacity, which is the amount of weapons and armor you carry before being encumbered. Okay, that's nice. Combination of a character's overall health and endurance is constitution. Use maximum health and resistance to poison and bleeding. With survivability for players who like to be in the fray. And I do. Dexterity for attack speed and action speed. Character's hand-eye coordination, balance, and overall grace. Uses your attack speed, as well as your action speed, which equips, consumable use, and parkour and reload speed. Equips as in like swapping armor mid-fray? I can't imagine parkour speed comes into combat that much. Consumable use is interesting. Perception is a character's senses as well as their instinctive and ability to pick up on details. With your crit hit chance, the maximum range for weapons, wands, guns and bows will be more effective at longer distances. It doesn't say anything like in the D&D style of just walking around and if you don't have this stat high you miss stuff, which always frustrates me because then I want to level it immediately. Like charisma and perception tends to be stuff I try and level up to communicate and find secrets. Intellect counters logic and reasoning capabilities. Use your maximum essence, your resistance to ignited, shocked, and frozen. Great for wizards, focus on spellcasting. And finally, our resolve. Character's internal drive, determination, and fearlessness. Use your maximum stamina, the frequency and efficiency of second wind, which is when taking lethal damage, you fight off death more frequently and jump back in with more health. But warriors need to swing heavy weapons to survive big hits. Okay, I think I remember that in the review cycle. Like, you get knocked down, you have a chance to get back up. Like a last stand type thing. I think where they've got them set at the moment is probably okay. Oh, it's a big jump from 20 to 30%. I was thinking of putting some in Constitution, but nah. Carry capacity. Beg your pardon. Normal. Hard. Half of the damned. No. Be tempted to buy easy, just because these days I don't want to spend hours and hours on a game just getting bodied. Go by normal. As for voice. I'm remembering some of the words around the unseek, like casting spells repeatedly. I did turn the background audio down a bit so voices would be louder, but free works. Go with he for me. Name Envoy. No. We do what I always do. Me. Okay, I think with that, we are good to go. Let us begin our adventure in Eora. Cannot remake your character. The Living Lands, Spring 2031. 2831. Some pre-rendered action going on. Look at little floofers. With its absolutely wild coloration. The climb. Oh no, there's going to be lots of mushroomy plant things, aren't they? Could have told from the godlike stuff. Oh, it's going to be gross and pustules and just Grandfather Nurgles all up in here. What's happening, little one? Don't eat it. No! Not the mushrooms!
What do you know of the Living Lands?
Fungi at the moment.
The rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true. And yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations.
Oh no, don't kill the other
There
one.
beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil.
No.
Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay.
No. Oh, Chris!
A corruption growing beyond everything it touches.
Now run away, little ones. Run away. Oh. I hate that. Fungi-based stuff.
Foul tendrils reach towards us.
It's because some of it exists a little bit in real life. It's like...
itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots,
I'm too living.
and if necessary, sever them. You are my envoy. Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
Okay, so there is an important aspect of this person having, like, the king pulled me in and raised me up. So unless I find some great deception, generally speaking, I'm going to be on side. Even if I don't necessarily find his voice trustworthy, but we shouldn't judge. And as many games do, a shipwreck. I think we're seeing shipwreck more and more. It's almost more common for a game than meeting in a tavern, I suppose. I'd like more D&D games to start with a shipwreck. But Galawain, god of the hunt, assassins, suit, wilderness, predatory creatures. Yeah, and it's gone. I imagine there'll be a codex for us to read through at the end. There usually is. You can betcha we'll be reading it. My voice be damned. I will try and save it to the end of the stream. That's something I messed up with a few times. Doing it midway or early on. Sooner do it at the end. Depends how we collect codex entries. If indeed we do. Hello.
Envoy, over here.
Okay. I know the quick save button is on F5. Fantastic. Oh boy. Imagery screens. You have two weapon loadouts. Can be swapped by pressing Y. Triggers to equip a selected weapon in the main or offhand is your active loadout. Armor and clothing can be equipped pressing right trigger and in or transmogrified by pressing it. Ooh, we get a transmog system. Beautiful. I love it. All games need one these days, because fashion is always the end game. All armor grants damage reduction, which negates a percentage of incoming damage. An additional reduction, which subtracts a raw number from the goal. We're getting into the weeds already. Each piece of clothing provides a distinct item bonus. All accessories are unique, providing powerful benefits. You equip up to one trinket or amulet and up to 2 rings at any given time. Okay. How well will it be on the controller, I wonder? Mouse is right in front of me, can always move about. Ooh. West time, the Emperor's orders. Envoy. Our ambassador in the living land sent warning of unrest and brewing conflict in the port city of Paradis. Most worrisome of all are the rumors of a dream scourge, a plague that corrupts its victims in body and soul. Port of Aedirn is much disturbed by these unwelcome developments, any of which could threaten the stability of our interests on the frontier. Therefore you, Baroque, are named a loyal servant of the Adrian Empire, who travels with the authority of the throne. We grant you the privilege and immunity to dispense our laws as you see fit, and remove all obstacles by any means. Find the root of this plague, and burn it out. Your Emperor, with love. Okay. Journal. First tab of the journal displays every quest, blue exclamation mark, you have acquired, grouped by region. Main stories will always be at the top, followed by side, companions, bounties, and treasure maps. The skull icon next to it indicates we have a higher challenge based on your current level. That's why I toggle completed quests. Quests, documents. As you refer to significant writings you find. Ooh, I do like that. And tutorials. Okay. Won't need to go through that at the moment. I'll trust the game to teach me as we go. No straight up codex screen, so it's just going to be those documents we find, I assume. Oh, whoa. So I am on beach tutorial area. This is our White Orchard. That was the name of the Witcher 3 one, wasn't it? And the Living Lands is all of this. Hang on, which part are we on? Let's briefly look at the topography. We are like small island. It's not connected to anything else. Couldn't be that thing on the bottom left over there, could it? Not quite the shape, but it's the only thing I can think of. Alright. Then our abilities. Oh boy. Ability tree. The fighter. Fighter ability tree focuses on overwhelming combat force. Contains abilities tailored towards dealing high damage with axes, maces, and two-handed melee weapons. Oh look, a great sword. Yes. Also includes abilities that help with stamina management, traversal, crowd control, and blocking with shields. I heard it has been a while since the game actually came out, so there have been patches, which I believe gave you a few more ability points as you go. Charge, that sounds like one we want. Quick glance at the passives. Not going to go too deep into them yet. Shout, I've never been the biggest fan of shouts, but there we are. Want an enemy and pull them to me rather than charging at them. And a spin? God damn it. I'm just not the biggest fan of spins. We heal our friends. Ranger ability tree focuses on agility and finesse. Contains abilities tailored towards ranged combat, guns, bows, and rifles. Rapid one-handed melee attacks. Also includes abilities that improve resource gathering, movement speed, stealth, and precision aim. Let us not Skyrim this and just become a stealth archer. Okay, so active abilities are squares. Roots, invisibility, summon bear, and flurry of blows. See what the wizard has to offer. Contains abilities tailored towards wands, grimoires, elemental effects, and essence management. Of note is Grimoire Mastery. Passive ability unlocks the ability to cast higher level spells contained in grimoires. Investing points in the Grimoire Mastery also allows you to permanently unlock those high level spells even without a grimoire equipped, adding them to the action radial menu. Okay, so kind of like a D&D wizard, you can find and learn spells as you go, which is actually pretty... Look at all the actives up in this tree. Oh, I love lightning spells in games. Oh, we're probably going to be dipping into wizard. Off we got. Chilly blades, fan flames, a jolty touch. I won't be able... Greatsword's two-handed. I'm not going to be able to... It's just me jumping between a book with lightning stuff and then swapping to my greatsword. Bolt. Ooh, that's a decent amount of spells. Bigger storm. Can get to this one. It's level 10 in that tree. And then... How many I want in there? What about godlike then? Oh. Godlike ability tree contains abilities innate to you as a godlike. These abilities will be unlocked at key moments in your journey and will be different depending on the choices you make. Ooh. I see. What if we actually choose a deity or reject a deity or something like that? Yeah, it looks like we're going to be dipping from fighter to wizard just to get a little bit of that lightning juice. Let's see how we go. Alright, that's enough menus for now. How's our turn speed? Pretty corals everywhere. Could be a little faster. We got to go through this now. We got to get it sorted now. Bop it up by another 10. I already bopped it up a little bit. See how we're feeling. Yeah, that does me alright. Still go slowly if I need to. Ooh. Okay. Garrick. Hello.
You're alive.
I am.
Thank the gods I pulled you out the wreck when I did. I wasn't about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch.
Oh, so whenever there's a green word, I can hit X. Pull it up there. But the envoy, an official representative of Ada, and sent on behalf of the Emperor to... Okay. Options. I'm confused. What happened?
We dashed on the rocks. The waves took care of the rest. You'd be in the drink now if I hadn't gone back for you.
I recall flashes, explosions, men screaming. Was it real?
Aye. It
It's
was
so fluffy.
Well, it's over now. We're lucky we landed here. Fort Northreach, off the Living Lands.
Lands are a vast island ecosystem. Oh. A vast island home to wild ecosystems and undiscovered mysteries. Settlers from across Eora come in search of fortune, adventure, prosperity. World powers view the Living Lands as a gateway to the east, a ripe prospect for future expansion. If I just grab up my mouse, is that going to make it easier to...
I've been
Nope.
here before.
No, it's not.
It's an Adiran outpost. But
I could just click on the word. What, the soldiers in this outpost can help us?
wish I could say that for sure. I saw flashes, Envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship. It was cannon fire, and it could only have come from Fort Northreach. It makes no sense. No one fires on their own countrymen, unless...
They're mushrooms. Unless the fort's fallen into enemy hands.
That's what I'm afraid of too. In the meantime, you survived. That means we're not scuppered yet. As long as you're here, the Emperor's mission can still go ahead.
Hold on, what about the people who attacked us?
We may not be through with them. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradise.
The Adiran Empire, your homeland. It's a nation to the west steeped in ancient traditions and law. Several Adiran emperors have tried and failed to grow their power and influence through colonization, and will tell if the emperor expands or retracts, thrives or dies. In Paradise, the city off the coast of Dawnshore and the de facto capital of the Living Lands. The city is governed by Clavigear, custodian, I'm saying that wrong probably, keeps the peace through cunning rather than bureaucracy. I won't need to look at these every time lest I forget, but for the first time they come up, I need to know.
Once we make it there, we can regroup, figure out what to do next. I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape. We need supplies, and if our troops have been captured, they'll need our help.
We'll do what we can for him. Let's go.
Those boards up there look old. A good hit and we can be on our way. Take that
Understood.
spear. It's no good to any of our crew anymore.
Common spear. And a health potion.
At least some supplies survived.
Okay.
For all the good it does.
Elements of the action radio can also be bound to quick slots. No! I didn't even notice I had anything equipped. Punch. Stamp. Ooh! A little feedback noise is nice. Is it directional? No, it is just forward. How do I sheave? Oh! We're doing it, friend! How to sheave my hands. Oh, it's left and right. Okay. Can I both at the same time? No. Stamina goes in like that. Y puts my hands away. Nope, Y swaps to my other set of hands. Ain't breaking that box. How to weapons away then, game. Doesn't tell me. Right, let's equip our spear. Oh, the character screen shows your stats. From this screen, you can view attributes and their related bonuses. Increase them by spending points gained by leveling up. These bonuses will cap after a certain point. Also, reset your points in exchange for credit. Good. Let me experiment. Let me reset. Love to see it. On the right side of the screen is a comprehensive summary of your character statistics, including your background, level, damage reduction granted by armor, critical hit chance of your weapons, and any active status effects and unlocked abilities. Godlike ability. Divine Fawn. Okay. Spear. Damage, some stun, stamina cost, crit chance, upgrade materials, and breaks down into chunks. Interesting. It'll be, as ever, a mix of selling stuff back to vendors and breaking stuff down for materials. Okay. Is it one-handed? Yeah, it is a one-handed spear. That'll do for now.
You look like a dab hand with that. I don't understand. Why would they fire
I can
on us,
kind of
their
block
own
with it.
people? No use wondering. We've got to make sure our troops are safe.
Ooh, little dash. I wonder if there's a perfect chime to it. Spears thrust with average speed, delivering moderate. I missed it. Blocking is only possible when your offhand is empty or when holding a shield. Right, but how do I sheathe my weapon? Sideways or back. Ooh. Alright, snappy little dodge. Hopefully weapon... It doesn't have durability, does it, of all things? Doesn't appear to have durability. Thank buggery for that. Health regen, essence regen. I will take it. The game wants us to go up through there. Can I swim in this game? I can. A to ascend, B to descend, and out for your breath meter. Okay. Oh, I knew it. This is a good sign. The game's going to reward me for going out of my way and looking for shit. That's what I want to see. Don't want to see waterfalls with nothing behind them, game. Okay. Can I grab fish? No, it was worth a try. It was pretty good underwater as well. Oh, my health meter. Okay, you'll begin to lose health. You hate it when an underwater meter just kills you outright. No bonus loot, just a chest with a gem in it, which I assume we can just sell at a vendor. Ooh, I've little item descriptions. Agates are common on Eora. They're often prized by jewelers for their bright colours. Considerable hardness also makes them suitable for a variety of practical applications. Mountains and canyons near Dawnshore used to be teeming with these stones, and far fewer are found these days. So that's just in loot, so not useful for crafting, i.e. we just sell it. Armstone. Coconut, pretty much. Removing the stringy husk reveals a wooden nut about the size and shape of a cannonball. Cracking the shell exposes tender white flesh and a well of tangy fruit. Price is well worth the labour. Armstone is quite tasty, though overconsumption can lead to digestive distress. Roots in sandy, coastal areas. Royal issue footbag given to the messenger. Ooh. Nothing too crazy yet. I suppose when we find more interesting weapons and stuff. In the right hands, even the most inelegant boar hunting spear can turn the tide of battle, maintaining distance from one's opponents and controlling the tempo of a fight. In the wrong hands, a spear makes for a serviceable fire poker. Brilliant, I like it. Right, so that chest was glowing, which I believe was an option in the menu before I started. I chose to highlight stuff in the environment because I like exploring and finding things. I don't like dicking about when I don't know if something's going to be, you know, worth my time exploring. Not be shit. Tiny rats. I had to know. I'm sorry, tiny rat. About you there. Silver Fennings. Oh boy, we're getting different currency. Stab the box. More money. Yes. Oh, thank goodness.
Ah, well, I don't suppose they were using that either.
The bodies react? No. Reshift Graves. Words etched into the wood read, "Here lies Emmeline, man-at-arms, bravest of us." They managed to bury some, and then what? Did they all get starved out here? Here lies Brint, faithful quartermaster, served Nemok to the end. I'm sure I should remember some of these names. Right, I'm not scouring my way up mountains. Good evening, Emilis. Hope you're doing alright today, that your weekend went well. We are investigating Avowed. And I am just making slow progress. Take my time. Alright. 5 for the quick save. Got to remember to be doing it. Let's see. Again, if it's going to reward me for going in that little pond, I'm hoping it rewards me for just exploring around the place. Oh, that. Oh, it's just popping up when Garrick's nearby. Can I go there? Oh, well done on getting those levels done. You enjoyed the main story quest. Have you hit Heavenswood yet, or was there some catch-up in between? Get any higher? Game says no. Nothing beneath us? No, it's just teaching me how to move about, I think. Yep. Crouch. Gonna be stealthing as well, I imagine. It's very pretty. And the bitrate and frame rate all seem fine for now. I don't think this is going to be a Monster Hunter situation. Oh look, it's the tiny creature from the opening cinematic. What this? Krakenhorn. Ooh. Rooted plant with violet tentacles blossoming outwards. The flower of the plant is rough and spiny, resembling a sea monster rather than a plant. Like its namesake, it's often found underwater. Health potion. Crimson liquids are attributed with powers of recuperation, restoring energy, and liveliness to the weary or wounded. Well, you'd know if it was Heavenswood stuff because you'd be in snowy bits. But if you find it's just a lot of errand stuff back to back, you'll approach Heavenwood soon enough. I promise the errands do end, and it will be worth it. Many mushrooms. Compass in the upper left corner of the screen will mark quest objective, markers, nearby enemies, consumables, and other helpful information.
No! The fort's lit their distress beacon. We've got to hurry.
It lit it because bad or lit it because good? Game also auto-saves regularly. Oh, hello! Zarips. They've seen me.
Zarab shouldn't be here. Haven't the troops been doing patrols?
I'll get stabbed. You cheeky get. Okay. There's a little pause of feedback when I hit things. I got blood on me spear. No loot for him, but a little bit of XP. That bar's on the top and bottom. Let me see. Let me know if this is any better. If I go to windowed and then go to... It varies game to game. Alright. Is that any better? Again, I am on an ultra-wide beggar, so sometimes black bars will be appearing, depending on the game. But did that help or hinder? I will wait a moment for your response as I pick more mushrooms. Skinbone. Small blue-grey cat mushrooms are typically found growing near communes and rebel camps, which has earned them an association with the quiet slave skein. Between the 20x9 and the 16x9, it doesn't change too much on my end, so... It stayed the same! Well, I'm popping it up to the higher one then. I'm afraid that is just the nature of going the ultra-wide. It has caused many a problem for me. Is that the same if you full screen it? Or again, it depends on the audience's thing as well. There's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid, other than
The fort's up ahead.
change screen. I think it was the same on Elder's Ring as well. I use OBS, and trust me, I have been through the ringer trying to get all of this set up, and the biggest thing that took a while was the resolution and getting it to look alright at a certain bit rate. Oh, I can disarm
Good
tripwires.
hands.
I appreciate the feedback though, Emily. It's difficult to come by. So when I get bits, try and do what I can. Oh, that looks like an arrow trap that was meant to shoot at me if I landed the tripwire. Oh, this game's going to have loads of traps that I'm going to walk into, isn't it?
How many of these damn things are there?
Well, my apologies. Whether for yourself or others down the line, as you say, it is what it is. Which is, I hate the saying.
Springberries, good. You should rally us.
Just poison and bleed. Found on all tall, distinctively shaped shrubs, these large pink berries, both sweet and medicinal, also like to be found in well-travelled areas. It looks like consumables don't have weight associated with them. Whereas they do. The spear and weapon do, but none of the consumables have weight. That's a beautiful quality of life thing. Oh, go on, first waterfall. Disappointed! Next time, waterfall. Next time. Oh, hang on. Can I get up there? Not too high. Too high. No jabber jump for me. As of yet. I'm liking the music in the background as well. How are we doing for, like, audio-wise? My voice versus the game, background music versus character voice, stabby sound. We okay at the moment? I'm sorry I put so much on you, Emily, but I've got to do me checks in. It's hard for me to know until the next day's editing. Oh, hang on, I can get on top of the waterfall. It's mad. Okay, now I'm up here. Second waterfall. That's where the lizards were. Oh, and stuff behind it! Redemption. Wonderful redemption. An apology. I cannot go on. I hear their cries. The only comfort left to me is to die on my own terms with my senses still intact. May the burnt queen forgive me for sundering my oath to protect my comrades and surrendering their gift of flesh. I only hope the next turn of the wheel delivers me from what I have witnessed, never to hold a lance again. Okay, I can't pick that up. A common dagger. Daggers stab very quickly, with high critical chance, but they also deal lower damage and stun. Also have very low block efficiency, incurring a high stamina cost when blocking. Can I dual wield a spear and dagger? You don't often get to dual wield with a one-handed spear, but... Oh, you can! This will avoid my blocking, but... Quick charge there. Ooh! Well, until we get a greatsword, this is going to do alright. Music's same or similar voice. If you say it's fine, that's good for now. I may consider turning it down if we get some very loud music moments, but we'll continue on for now. Dagger and spear in hand. This is cool, though. I don't tend to dual wield. The moment I get a two-handed weapon, that's where I'll be going, but I like having the option. Okay, everyone in this fort has been murdered.
It's a bloodbath. They've torn the place apart from the inside. Did they? They're fighting each other. Envoy, I don't like this.
No, it seems like they got mushroomed, Garrick. Churigan's note. Gondadag free. Lord visits for the third time this week. Comes nearly every day now. Says insects keep crawling on him. Asks for an unguent that will repel them. I've inspected him every time and found no evidence of bites. Raisins from scratching getting worse. Consuldag 4. When a fantasy world has its own names for days and things, it's just so hard to remember. Cereal brought in by Emmerich and Gladenfall. Found her unconscious near empty bottle of sleeping draught. Could Mrs. Emetic. Once she felt well enough to talk, complained of hallucinations every time she closed her eyes. Mekwinsadag 5. Rodan showing signs of malnourishment, refuses food, and Zemric's trying to poison him. Must discuss this with Captain. Why these behavioural changes? Is it the Adra? I don't think I should sleep my Lancer at night. Yep, so everybody going crazy to some kind of thing. Need a key. Cannot break door. So many dead. I'll check my corners for breakables and more objects. Is that our flag? I assume it's our flag because they were waiting for us. Okay, so the actual hitbox between spear and dagger is pretty notable. That's a good thing. Big crystal. I heard noise. Listen. A roasted chicken! 150 health regen. Also has no weight. I hope it doesn't rot in my inventory. A delicious roasted chicken! A simple staple that can be served in a variety of dishes. Oh, a wide variety, pardon me. More money. Don't know how long it's going to take us to earn funds in the game, or how much we'll be spending it on, so let's just grab what we can.
Some of the soldiers praying around that Adra pillar. Hope it helped their souls find the beyond.
Whoa.
Slumber. Is it you?
Yes. It me. Hey look, it's the name of the other games. Pillars of Eternity. Adra is a green crystal found throughout the known world, emerging from the crust of Eora in the shape of iconic pillars. We cherish Adra, build our temples around it, study its potential as an energy source. Adra is so much more. When we die, Adra is the road on which our souls travel into the beyond. When our souls are ready to return, Adra shines as a lantern guiding us from death into life. When you find yourself in the presence of Adra, take a moment to ponder your place in the Great Wheel. Consider who you were, who you are, and who you can be. So, the whole wheel thing and the influence of the gods is these games, between this and Pillars of Eternity, there's a lot about rebirth and the cycle, and in the other games there were some gods who wanted to break the wheel, and I can't remember it well enough, but it was a whole thing. Some stew! Nebulous stew. A wonderful savoury broth, filled to the brim with vegetables and aromatic spices to make a stew that warms you from the inside out. Lovely.
These used to be nice quarters.
The fact this person had the I scrolled out. I'm trying to remember who they are. Note. Stedman's log, second entry. 12 mid-spring. Frigate arrived from High Crown. Enough gunpowder barrels and siege equipment aboard to arm an entire regiment. I assumed we'd take stock and send it to Paradis, but the manifest says we're to keep it here until told otherwise. Sensed it in the air at mess. Everyone eating slowly and avoiding the subject. No one wants to be responsible for it. What did Command think we need to defend ourselves against? We're an outpost. Deal with pirates. We don't need ballista for that. I hope until told otherwise comes sooner rather than later. I don't like sitting on gunpowder. Someone's liable to lose a foot. Seems like somebody may have. Apple! Surely the description for apple can't... Red apple. A single bite of its flesh unleashes an explosion of crunchy sweetness. Adorable. And the first entry. H-Spring. It's over for Ferrin. They caught him. Trying to stow away in Dawnshaw. Poor bastard. He'll know the punishment for desertion is death. Not sure how Winterbrand heard about it. The sound of things she's ready to come over here and hang me by my thumbs. Sibyllin is in tatters. I'd long suspected the two were soft on each other. Elfar heard her muttering, "Bond is shorn" last night. Should keep an eye on her. Gods, to think I asked for this post. I could have been hunting on the estate in Galfarth. Glanfarth. More fool me for trying to make something of myself. And now they're all dead. This, shield. And the key to the other bit. Shields have very high block efficiency, meaning they can block with very low stamina cost. And be equipped in your offhand. I'll pop the shield on over the dagger. It's fun to have a bit of stabby dagger, but I'm more of a shield boy when I'm not two-handing. Okay, can't really bash with it. I can actually poke from behind it pretty quickly. Also has the key to northern storage. The game still wants me to go that way. Let's go back and open that storage door. Yep, hang on a minute. There's a health potion in there. Is that the storage? Ah! Been hiding around the corner. I'm expecting traps now. Yeah. Give me that health potion. That money. Chest. Oh, little animation. A common breastplate. I will take it. Your other type, like me and a heavy, affects the intensity and recovery time of your attacks, reactions to enemy attacks. Heavier armor, great your stability against incoming attacks. Tend to go heavy. Breastplates offer modest protection to the heart and vital organs without restricting movement. Stop ribs can deflect arrows or swords point away from the wearer's neck. Otherwise, the armor is rustic and unadorned. Nice. A solid looking bit of kit. Oh look, and there's that transmogrify button. Bang! That easy! Oh, more games need it that easy. That's fantastic. Just, I want transmog. I don't want the transmog. Do I have to keep it in my inventory for that to be a thing? Or does it just have it? I wonder. No. Onward. Sprinting doesn't make me lose stamina, which is lovely. I hate when an RPG has you sprinting outside of combat and then you're just knackered every 2 minutes. Does me nutting. Okay, so they clearly shot us from here, but... Mad soldiers' ramblings. Another dream last night. Mushrooms growing in my breastplate. Tear them out. Tear them out. Who finds this? The roots grow from the head.
Roots?
Considering my character's face is a tree, this isn't going to go well. Slap a save in. Actually get a save file going. Combat arena.
God, is this what they were like?
More lizards. Bring it, lizard.
It's pretty startled.
Our attack gets around blocks. Can't interrupt them mid-swing as well. Mistake, friend.
Make short work of them.
Enemies have a stun meter below their health bar. Attacking enemies will build up stun. Right trigger or fully stun enemy from a special attack for massive damage. Oh, I see it, the yellow bar. Kind of a sprint attack. The swing just came out quicker. Ah, it feels good so far, feels good. My stamina. Okay, you can bring up your block pretty quick. Oh no. Did you parry? How do I do that? Maybe it's blocking at the exact time. Maybe it's something just enemies can do. Maybe I have to unlock the option. Oh, my health is low. I should... Please chuck it down. Okay, I like that. How you doing, Garrick? You alright over there? He seems okay. Stabby. I'm coming, buddy. You leave my furry friend alone, lizard.
Thought I had your back. Guess you've got mine.
I do, Garrick. Look at how fluffy his face is. It's so cool. I didn't see the option for me to be fluffy. I just saw human and elf, so... Otherwise, I might have been fluffy fella. Got drawings on the walls, assumably from more lizards. What's in your cave, lizards? Health potion. Nothing else. Oh, some berries. Good. Could take those. Onward, Garrick.
Surely there's a way to clear those brambles.
I mean, I'll stab him, Garrick.
Ah, up there. Margaret's Fury. That'll do it. Burn right through the brush. If we can get it down, that is.
Noted. Does this body have a ranged weapon? Nope, has a health potion. Oh. Burnable barrels can be burned with fire damage. Some spells, abilities, unique weapons, and naturally occurring Magron's Fury produce fire damage. Well, unless I can throw something. It has to be burnt, so I can't smash my way through.
Someone there.
Oh!
Over here! Help! I'm locked in!
Yes, but have you been mushroomed? Do a quick save. Always be quick save in games like this.
Oh gods! What's the matter with your face?
I'm a godlike. Do not have the key for you.
Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
No, I promise. It's not the same mushrooms as to what you're all dealing with.
Easy. He's a godlike.
And we can hit the button. Godlike. Rare individuals whose souls are touched by the gods at birth. Quirks of their appearance reflect the nature of their patron's deity, such as feathers, horns, or flames. Over the last few years, many of the godlike in Eora died under mysterious circumstances, but not you. Again, it only gave us, like, fungus, coral-looking stuff, or tree-related stuff, so he must be bound to a god in that circle.
You mean a god gave you that face?
Alright, let's not be too harsh.
Touched your soul and everything.
That's right.
Never seen one of your kind before. I always heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
The camera just pans to me. Oh dear. I actually think the yellow I tried to do on the head now looks like the tree has infected me in some way. Oh, I don't want that might answer. When which gods bless me, I'd ask him.
They never talk to you. Huh. They must not like you very much.
What's wrong with a bit of tree on your face? I think the distinction is a bit of tree and half my face.
That's the Imperial Envoy.
But it was my choice, to be fair. I could have just gone with some coral and mushrooms around the eyes.
The Imperial? Shite, I should have known you were a Deerans too.
Huh?
Funny you survived while all your friends here went belly up.
I just got here out of a shipwreck. Wow, war hit dead soldiers, right? We almost didn't. We were shipwrecked.
One less Aderan ship, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so assumably you're a local and you don't like us.
Adir's had their boot on Paradise since their first soldiers came.
Like the king alluded to at the start.
Because the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints.
Nothing to do with that. Can you give me the benefit of the doubt?
I'm trying. Your friend's the one picking a fight with me.
A good point.
Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
Garrick, we've just got here. Let's not be racist. Do you see that eye twitch?
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other.
I do not have... Oh, I do need perception for dialogue. God damn it. Well, we'll be putting points in there.
You really have no idea what happened to this place, do you?
Nope.
The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killing started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep.
Their soldiers wouldn't turn on each other like feral
I
dogs.
told you, they weren't right. When the storm came, they fired the cannons. Their faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself.
Hang on, you said their faces changed, but that man's face looks normal.
He still did it.
I've got a bad feeling about this. It doesn't make sense. What if she murdered that soldier and she's just trying to cover it up?
You said it was self-defense. I'm inclined to believe her. Also, she's still in the cell.
At least one of you is listening. Look, we don't have to like each other, but we can all get out alive. I left my boat at the edge of the island. It should still be there.
You'd help two Adarians after all that?
Doesn't look like I have a choice, eh?
Okay.
You let me out, and all three of us can go to Paradise.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisan smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out of that cell.
Yeah, but she can't take us both, Garrick.
Her story's full of holes. What if the boat's not there?
Then she's stranded with us.
What if she turns on us?
Garrick, you need to relax.
For fuck's sake, be reasonable. Don't listen to him.
Don't worry, I believe you. I want to help.
Gods, that's the sanest thing I've heard all day.
And if I get stabbed in the back, that's on me. We'll see. Taking your ship, but you're staying here. Goodness me. Let's go find that key, Garrick.
It's in the warden's room. They blocked it off when things went south. You can find a way in, though. You seem smart.
Alright, flattery's going to get you nowhere.
We live to regret this.
We will, Garrick, don't worry. Alright, let's have a look. Optional, search for the key. Or we could just find the barrels and get out. Same key for all the cells. Somewhere in that one. And a hole in the wall, so we just have to get into the other cell. Barred door. Can I break barred doors? No, I cannot. Well, it was worth a try. Whoop. We break all of the boxes. Heck. Some copper and a health potion. I'll take it. Don't necessarily seem to be capped on health potions, so that's a plus at the moment. Spoiled cabbage. An effect of 100% food poisoning. Oh, we'll take it. It sells for 1. Spoiled cucumber. Please tell me that this cabbage is wilted and rotten. The leaves feel both greasy and fragile in your hand. A rotten cucumber. This poor vegetable has lost its signature crunch. It almost feels slimy to the touch. I don't have to go so hard writing the little descriptors for absolutely everything, but I have to respect it. And in doing so, read it. Okay. Got a bow from you. A common bow, which I can equip onto my secondary. Why does that? Two-handed. I haven't found a Zweihander yet, AJ. A Zweihander, rather. Good evening, bub. Hope you're doing well. Exactly, Emilis. And that, it speaks better to me when they can enjoy a bit of dialogue writing. Like, they're not just doing it for fuck of it. A traditional bow is good for hunting traditional games, such as deer, goats, and one's enemies. The strength of the wielder's draw is proportional to the arrow's range and damage. While axe and firearms punch, it makes up for in silence. Now, I wonder if you can have like a strength build around it. Nevertheless, so now I should be able to aim and shoot and hold for power and accuracy. Ooh! Take stamina though.
Nice
Fruit goes down, burns those, but we said we'd go and help that lady. And I just hit Y and I can swap back. Alright, so I can have a range build in my other hand. Again, it'll be lightning powers. That's what's going to happen the moment I find a spell book. Don't need the tutorial. Where are you? The essence potion. Sent both acrid and floral wafts from this purple liquid that restores the reserves of one's inner power when imbibed. Okay, and our lore documents, as we read them, just get put into here. That's alright. I'm glad the game doesn't start me out with 400 pages to read. Much as I enjoy a good codex, when it starts full, it's a lot. Whoop. Okay. The interrogation log. This might be important. Prisoner apprehended at the loading dock outside Forth Northreach. Detained immediately under suspicion of extra-legal activity. Moved to a holding cell in the fort for further questioning. Demeanour sullen and defiant. Refused to verbally engage with guards. Prisoner offered standard rations and water. Told guard to perform obscene activity with the food. Second guard performed routine patrol 2 hours later and observed that the rations had nonetheless been eaten. Prisoner questioned the purpose of her visit to Fort Northreach. Admitted she came to move some goods. Refused to specify what kind. Denied any connection to Parasidian rebels, but expressed clear contempt for Eden and sympathy for the rebel cause. When pressed, told interrogator to go away and eat shite. Disciplined accordingly. Turned to holding cell. Alright, nothing clear at the moment. It's old cup of tea. There are guns in the game, AJ. There's rifles and pistols, as far as I can tell. And no, it is not the Skyrim-esque, as you do things you gain XP. As we level, we will get points that we can put into the various trees. What are we? Fighter, Ranger, Wizard, and then we've a godlike tree for what we are. But from what I understand, we can pick and choose a multi-class a little bit, and in the patches since the game's come out, they've given us more ability points from what I understand. And like in D&D, a wizard can find more spells as they go, which is pretty cool. Penning, potion, a softwood branch, some pelt, and a common robe. I'll take them. So they all... That's my consumables. Okay, materials. So we actually do need these to upgrade shit. The softness of this wood renders it unsuitable as a material for more durability, high quality equipment. And a pelt. It's the stripped skin of a slain beast. Pelt retains the fur of the animal. Pelts like this find use throughout Eora in clothing, armors, and other crafted goods. We've got 500 copper or overall money, so that bodes well. The key! Unbar the door. Who could say it, AJ? But I'm all about it. It depends how lavish the meals get as we go. Right, before I unlock your door, let me just see if there's anything interesting in the other cell. You got mushroomed, mate. Ooh, some gloves. Take those. 1% crit chance. Comfortable gloves to protect the hands while wielding heavy weapons or drawing back a bowstring. Deer are a rarity in the hostile ecosystem of the Living Lands, and the local breed are far too clever for typical hunters. Majority of skins are imported from the Aedirn or the Valian republics. Oh, I remember them. Again, I love this about this. Transmog, hit of a button, boom, boom, beautiful. Oh, I can just close the door behind me. Right, we quick save. I'm not going to necessarily reload decisions if I get completely buggered by something.
At least you got around to trusting me eventually.
I've let you out. Oh, you're in the party now. Okay. This dude is kind of just dead in here. Did the guard lock himself in and panic? We'll see. Alright, the way is clear. I do have a bow now. Oh, what'd I say? Enemies have weak points that can be visualized while aiming left trigger of a bow or over ranged weapons.
Now you've done it.
How dare you dodge? No, they also have ranged. Ah! I'm glad I don't have ammo to worry about. Oh, and he dropped. What are you doing? Ow. You threw that at me, you twit. Oh, and I don't necessarily have to hold down the left trigger. Did you just pull out a gun? Where were you hiding the gun? I know the feeling, Ebelis, but going back to an old series is always a nice thing to do. Get a bit of nostalgia. Relive the adventure, as it were. Just show myself for a moment. We've lots of playlists on lots of different games, if you're curious. Although, again, not a New Vegas one. Though, if you weren't here earlier on in the stream, this is made by Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas. So you might feel its bones in here a wee bit. Oh, thank you very much. We're steadily growing, steadily getting there. I think AJ said it best at one point. Just imagine 200 people in the same room with you and it changes my perspective.
We respect each other. We're raised to follow the rules.
What's the matter? Upset your kin are no better than anyone else?
As you said before, AJ. It's a good game. I just wish my save had never corrupted. And I'd probably agree. I enjoyed the 50 hours I put in.
Yeah.
X is pick up, goddammit. Sword. Swords swing quickly, delivering moderate damage output. They deal low stone, very low block efficiency, and incur high stamina when blocking. Prefer a sword to a spear, but it is one-handed. Same level of damage, same stamina, a bit less stun, less crit chance. Sword was like pulled from the fighting pits or cast aside in the midst of territorial conflict. Its achievements are well written or yet to be written. Or well hidden and yet to be written. Regardless of its past, it seems sturdy and reliable at present. Let's give it a few swings. Right, that seems a very sword and a thrust. Okay. I kind of prefer the spear at the moment, just while we're one-handing. Just for now. Could dual wield it. Ah, exactly, AJ. When you put it like that, it's like, open your window. There's 200 people occasionally looking in, and sometimes they're at the windowsill chatting to you. Nope, not quite. Lizards. Beat a crouch, sneak up on enemies. Utilize grass cover to scroll. While crouching near an unaware enemy, press right trigger to perform a divine fawn. A godlike stealth attack. Yes, please.
Stay in the tall grass.
I got Protoss arm.
Did your god give you that power too?
Are you sure you don't know who's godlike you are? More coming. Stay down and don't get us killed.
Not gonna get us killed, I just... Ooh! Oh, so it lets me pick the wizard or the warrior thing. That's interesting. We'll start with charge, then. Dash forward and smash anything in your way, interrupting enemies and dealing explosive damage. Breaks enemies' blocks, destroy walls, shatter frozen enemies for bonus damage. When you level up, you'll be rewarded ability points to be spent or purchase upgrades. Cast abilities via the action radial or from quick slots. My meter is the purple bar below my health. Pleasure with that. Okay. Oh, I know the feeling for us of Emberless, but I'm glad I reminded you for something that brings you such joy. I don't mean to accidentally go Irish. Let me bind this to... Oh, it's already bound on right trigger. Okay, okay. Alright. AJ's been here for a bit. He knows my difficulty sneaking. No. Saw nothing. Do you know? Of course you know. You're slowly walking towards me like that. I assume I can't charge at enemies who are up a cliff. Ooh. Not bad, little charge. Not bad. In mid-fight, I can just swap. Okay. Flowing pretty smoothly. Have to actually put another arrow in. I completely agree. I'm much more of a guns blazing. Or spear forward, I suppose. Spear first? Oh, look, there was explodey plants. I could have shot those and dropped them on the lizard's head. We're learning. Any deeper water here? Here we're good. Game says go down that way, so we go the other way. Oh, I get a little bit of essence back from killing them, so... keeps us in the magic loop for a little bit. Anything else up here? Up behind this waterfall. Second waterfall with loot behind it. Oh, yes. Getting a little excited. Deerskin boots. Oh, that's awesome, AJ. It means you've always got it there as well. It got some folks to watch too. Deerskin boots. Standard for rangers moving quietly in the forest. Not only are they soft and durable, the hide is also strong enough to fend off horns and other hazardous flora in the living lands. And some dodge distance. Ooh. That's actually pretty good. We just dodge further. Listen, AJ. This game, so far, for both waterfalls, has had loot behind... Well, the first one was kind of a trick. The lower waterfall did not have loot. But then the upper version of it, which we climbed to, did have loot. That's 2 for 2. That's a big win. Don't tell me a sprint game. Waterfall? Surely not. Not at the moment, but maybe up there. Maybe up there, higher up the river. Unless... Do we have fall damage and die? Hang on. Be quick save. Smack desk, and then we drop. And then we die! Second wind activates when you're incapacitated. Restore a potion of your health. If you're incapacitated while second wind is on, you'll die. This reset wind's cooldown, increase the amount of health restored depending on attribute point. But then we're gone. Into the beyond. I mean, we fell in the water game. That's... At least it let me, which means I can be ledged, enemies can be ledged, we can fall off things. Now we know. That comment is unsurprising to me, AJ. Oh, points to spend. More carry capacity. Probably. How does that work with abilities then? Do I get one every level? I don't have a point at the moment. I can't remember how... I know in some of the Fallout games there were some melee weapons, but you always needed to shoot something a bit. What is this? Ice in the middle of nowhere? Oh, that wizard. Shot an ice spell at that lizard. That's a nice bit of environmental storytelling. Common wand.
Those look dry.
Wands cast homing projectiles
Bring a flint.
very quickly at enemies to medium range. However, they have low block. Okay, we know that one. A rack, an alcoholic beverage. Ooh. A sweet, syrupy liquid made from palm sap, sugar cane, or fruit. There is no agreed upon definition of arak, and the distilling process varies greatly from region to region, as does the flavour. Problem in a lot of these games, alcohol tends to get you mana back, making most wizards probable alcoholics.
Hope there's a fire spell in there to make quick work of the brambles.
Okay, Grimoires enable a variety of spells to be cast or unlocked in the wizard ability tree. They can only be equipped in your offhand. So, instead of shield, I could either wand. Wands are used to focus the wielder's soul and produce blasts of arcane injury. Cut from an ancient tree that grows near an Eora pillar. A wooden wand is later carved and prepared by monks and scholars. Some wizards craft their own wands to suit their unique tastes. This one is blank canvas by comparison. I'm not a big fan of wands, much prefer books. And this book has Fan of Flames, Chill Blades, Jolting Touch, an Arcane Veil. It feels warm to the touch, causes one's hair to stand on end. Writing and diagrams explain in detail how one can channel their soul to harness the elements of the natural world. We can try offhand book. Functional alcoholism. Indeed. Aimless, I think it's a very pretty game. Oh. This Grimoire's given me spell options. Cool. How's the lightning spell? I see. Maybe we offhand with a spell book anyway. Let's just burn these. Ooh. Now I am book and spear. Almost paladin-like. A Librum in one hand.
We've got the high ground.
I need to check what the other spell does. Hang on. The shield. It's my spell casting uninterruptible and increases damage reduction. Okay. Fans of flames. There's a cone of fire in front of me, spreading fire accumulation. You mean burning people around me. Chill Blade summons blades of ice that blast forward, dealing frost accumulation at long distance. Okay, so we've got close range, long distance, and bolt. Jolting Touch, which is a beam of energy that jumps from the caster's fingers to the nearest enemy, and then to the next nearest enemy, causing decreasing amounts of shock accumulation. Okay, so then we've got some AoE and a beam.
How should we do this? Magic's the flashy choice, I suppose.
There's not necessarily classes, from what I understand. We can start out, like, the starting background you pick, which for my character was War Hero, gives you what you start with on the beach, so I got a spear. But any of the abilities and trees you can spec into. You can pick up and use any gear you want. The stats basically change as they are listed here. And from what I understand, looking at just the stuff I've got so far, none of these have a requirement. Like, there isn't plus, like, needed for strength, that kind of thing. So it looks like you can experiment to your heart's content, which is pretty good. But it is fighter, ranger, wizard, and then going from there. Not quite close enough. There we go. Zap! Oh, and then it has to recharge. Interesting. Your shield does not help you when you burn. Haha. And it drops a little bit of magic, which kind of keeps me in the fight. And do my little dodge. Alright. I did use a lot of magic very quickly, though. Oh, bigger one. Ah! Poor wizard looks like it could be pretty good. Okay, so I can get a dodge. Ow. It was a triple. Kill the little one. Okay. Stab his head. Stab it. Stab it. You do not get magic back quickly. At least yet. Hence the essence potions. But I don't want to necessarily rely on that. Fish. There is other food to bring it up. Maybe I have those rather than the potions. A freshwater trout that, when cooked, is famous for its delicate, nutty taste and tender texture. This particular species of trout is native to the living lands. Eat some of these berries. Oh no, because they cure poison. Let's eat the kraken thing. No. Then the other one. No. Then the fruit. There we go. Okay, so they fell up reasonably quickly. No. Third waterfall. You've let me down. How could you do this? I'm confused as to where I was up high, wasn't I? Did I go through this cave? No, different cave.
Like these. Wonder what they are. Maybe nobody knows.
Money potion.
Paradisans call them godless. Some kind of people who came here long ago.
Maybe I put the book in my other hand. Book could only be offhand. So I couldn't book shield. We'll keep it for now until a fight absolutely bodies me and I need shield. Crumbling ruins. Unless I just have magic instead of bow now, but that's not going to be quite the same in terms of distance. Game says, remember, you can save. So we save, because that's a worrying thing for a game to say. People are arguing. Oh, for the rest of the game, AJ, no more secret waterfalls. Just those first two. Screw you, player. Let's keep crouched. Strange magical dust coming. Oh.
Why wouldn't they listen?
Okay, he's from the fort. Hello?
You can't kill me.
Oh, he's mushroom faced.
No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
Oh, yeah? In mail and plate, will you?
I knew it. Whatever's on their faces, it gets into their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, but whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it.
Oh, bastard. Didn't expect it to be like this.
It's awful. What must he be going through?
Just so you check every time.
Who disturbs us?
Let's just talk. Can we do that? Look, I have stuff on my face too.
Dreams. Fabulous dreams. They tried to silence them.
Hmm?
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard.
The logs mention desertions and siege equipment. What started this?
They sent orders for fire. I should have been free to drink of the land. They thought they could stop me. Vipers! The venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers!
I've seen soldiers with scarred minds. This is something worse.
Scars? What scars? They brought axes to cleave into the wood.
Certainly sounds like he's talking from the perspective of some kind of nature spirit or god.
And you return death to us.
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots, kill the rot.
Okay.
Now you've done it.
You're gonna regret this.
Time for fire! Ow, whoa! He just flew across with that weapon. But he is burning. He can be burning and frozen. Oh, my ability requires... Okay. So my charge ability uses magic too. So if I freeze... Whoa! You freeze. Then I charge. Does more damage. Stomp. Okay. Let's get the other one on there as well. Then start stabbing. A little closer for comfort. Okay, little indicator. Ooh! I got the stun animation. It's over. Shiny loot.
Who bought his commission. Now look at him.
I can't believe I'm saying this,
The
but
blue smurf reminds you of Boulder from God of
he's
War.
not suffering.
Paul Beckett. Oh yeah, I remember those two. Stedman Ralk. Yesterday I received word that one of your scouts was caught in Dawnshore attempting to board a cargo ship bound for the Deadfire. I think that was where Pillars of Eternity 2 was set. I doubt this is news to you. I also doubt you're unaware that this is your third incident of desertion in the past month. I realise your post grants you greater responsibility than your position as a third son accustomed to you, but there will be consequences if you cannot keep your troops in line. The Emperor is watching. See to it that you impress the importance of duty upon your charges. Commander Hildrin Winterbrand. And a great hammer. And some sponge. Great hammer. A sturdy hammer good for tapping wagon axles into place, knocking jawbones out of place, and tenderizing meat. The advantage of a great hammer is that even the most inelegant craftsman can accomplish all three. Well, that's what we have now. Absolute two-handed weapon. Do I put the spellbook in my offhand or keep the... I think we keep the bow for now. Oh, yep, that's a two-hander, all right. Also can block. We have a lot of forward momentum on our heavy attack. Ooh, it does stream. Does it lead to behind the waterfall? Could it be redemption? Oh no, it just leads up this way. Notes on the Godless. Torn from the field notebook of Gager Tendri, captain of Adrian's Expedition Corps. The expedition team and I have been weeks at the fort now, and I'm no closer to understanding the ruins of these so-called godless people than I was before we came. Remnants of their culture cover the living lands, but the people, their beliefs, their history, all remains a mystery. The godless are so named because nothing we have seen in their art or architecture depicts the gods as we understand them. I'd expect a maritime culture to have a deep relationship to Ondra and a number of unique cultural rituals with which to venerate and placate her. Galawain too, they should fear and favour given the aggressive wilderness of this land. and I have never explored a corner of Eora that did not recognize the centrality of Berath to the cycle of their lives. It's as if these people had no relationship to the gods, as if they did not know of the gods at all. But that can't be. They gave birth and died, as all kith do. They sought shade in the long, hot days of deep summer and shelter in the bitter days of winter. They fed themselves. They bathed. They made clothing and baskets and pots. So many beautiful pots. Pots that only a people who recognized and valued beauty would make. Without the gods, how did they give meaning to their lives? Oh boy. Scholar. To understand the purpose of their ruins, I must know what drove them. What they revered and reviled. What they desired. They live here, and they lived well. They did not order their lives as we do, and they did not orient themselves always towards the gods, and they disappeared. No matter how many bones and potsheds I shift through, I cannot quite grasp the implications here. I fear the revelations of the godless have been interred deep beneath the island's soil, beyond what even the Emperor's most skillful minds can unearth by some immortal hands. I do not understand this place. That terrifies me. Now listen, the both of you. I have the hammer, yes, but look, I can hit button and swap to other weapon. Right? The mage tree has 3 lightning spells. I will be going to those. Now listen, AJ. You're right. If the game had holy magic, I would. However, the game seems to have lightning magic, which is equal to holy magic for me, healing spells aside. Oh, yeah. But don't you worry, magic will return. In fact, should I just put magic in my offhand rather than the bow? Yeah. What's over there? Pot to break. Find that in a moment. An iron chunk be a new one. Dull chunk of iron, lacks any real luster. Surface pitted with irregularities. Seems as though upgrading our weapons and stuff is very important, by the way. The various breakpoints and enemy levels as we go. Look. Just so you're both not worried about the sudden lack of magical capabilities, I'm slapping it in my offhand. I can always go back to the bow if I need it. I should always keep a ranged weapon. And if I get a one-handed pistol, I can pistol and magic. That should be good. Probably. Now I can smash pots with greater ease. Okay, let's just open this sarcophagus. That always goes well. Soft branch, health potions. Fair enough. Do it a quick save. Onward. No worries, Emilis. Enjoy the noms as you get to them. I promise 14 will open up more. Oh.
We twine.
We twine?
You have returned. We felt your presence like dew on a leaf. We wake. Heed us.
Envoy, you alright? Can you hear me?
I heard a voice.
A voice? What did it say?
It said I had returned here.
Now your envoy's losing it.
No. I think something in the Ardra spoke to him.
People can have spiritual experiences in Ardra, can't they?
Not like this. I've been round Ardra my whole life, and it never spoke to me.
Well, it should, Garrick. You're delightful.
I don't think it spoke to anyone. Not even godlikes.
That's some gift.
Which never happened before.
Maybe they're... Never mind. We've got to get to Paradise.
I assume so, AJ. I haven't looted one yet. We'll find out.
The boat's just up ahead.
Lewis, Eora here has one on her
Telling the truth.
hip, and it seemed like a flintlock. Break the pot. All of the pots. Been hidden around the back. No, we're good. The Burned Lady Mushroom. Despite their humble appearance, these small brown mushrooms are prized for their taste. The caps are round and distinctively shaped, with small circular depressions dotting the surface. Found alongside funeral pyres and campfires, they seek homes near intense heat. Well, at least they're edible. Wait till we find a mushroom, we start tripping balls. That'll be a problem. Yes, it might be, AJ. I mean, who knows how technological they go. I remember from Pillars of Eternity 2 there being rifles and stuff. I don't think it goes
Thank
beyond
the
that.
gods it's still here. Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradise. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
And she's not pulled that pistol on you yet, so I think we're good.
My name's Eora, you know.
I'm glad we took a chance on you.
Thanks. I've enjoyed not being dead.
Look, if this is the soul plague the Empress sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I mean, Emlys, it's not necessarily my style, but we will at the very least give it a go at dual-wielding pistols and see how we feel.
I'd heard rumours about folk changing out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that.
Ah, there you are then.
You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
No, Mushroom Plague seems very worrying. No enemy is invincible. We beat Relic, we'll beat whatever corrupted him.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradise.
And the intro tutorial island is done. The Max Payne build. Ay, ay, ay. I want to start reading these, but I know they'll be done before I get halfway.
I
Oh!
thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
And we're in the main
Anyone
city.
asks, you never met me.
Which has us all. Map screen shows topographical maps of the region of the living lands and their settlements. Exploring the living lands will gradually fill up your map screen with more geographical detail in the areas you've traversed. It will also mark points of interest and other details like quests, stores, area transitions, party camps, and fast travel beacons on your map. You can fast travel directly to a fast travel beacon and party camps, interacting with their icons. Tracked quest objectives are marked on the map with this icon. Blue arrow squiggly. Untracked quest objectives are also marked with this wider squiggly icon. Say we'll hovering over untracked quest objectives to make it your track quest. We are here. So this is all the city area then. Which is this? Okay, we have a decent amount of map to get through, and it looks like a variety of areas. We got desert, we got slightly darker desert, we got swamp, we got snowy bit, we got lava bit, we got heavier forest bit, we got light forest bit, we got swampy forest bit. Looks like we'll be all over the place. Right, well, if we're going to just get full into a city, what time are we on? Almost the 2-hour mark. Could call the stream here, but I want to get in and continue exploring. I'm enjoying it. So before we do, we're going to save the game. I'm going to leave the game itself unpaused so this music keeps going. I'm going to take a quick bio break. It does have... It wasn't quite slow motion, but when we had that almost execute animation where we stabbed him and kicked him, it slowed down a little bit. But we'll have to see if we unlock more as we go. But for now, I'm just going to take a quick bio break. So stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I'll see you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Oh, enjoy yourself your noms, AJ. As you do, we will now investigate this city. I can natter with these two as well.
Suppose this is where I leave you then.
Oh. Shame.
I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget what you did.
I hope we see you again, Garrick. What do you do now?
I don't know. It's all just sinking in. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink.
Now, all I know about companions in this game is that one of the companions, who's a tall blue fella, is voiced by the fella who did Garrus from Mass Effect. So he's going to be with us most of the time because I loved Garrus. It was always me, Garrus, and Rex.
You don't have to. Just go up the pier.
Okay.
I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Anything I should look out for in Paradise?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
I should bear that in mind as the envoy.
Wonder why.
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything.
Bye, Garrick.
Same to
Good
you.
luck.
You'll make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency. But you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway.
Exactly, AJ. What will you do after this?
Try to survive. Same thing I do every day.
Right, all three of us are in agreement. Yes, Garrus. Everyone else, interchangeable.
There are always crews looking for hands. I'll find more work somewhere.
Do all the locals dislike Adrians?
Not all of them. But it's not a great way to make friends.
Right, I might not lead with it then.
Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place.
Anything I should know?
Try not to get killed.
Oh, great, thanks.
Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place. Alright.
Sure. Goodbye.
Hope we don't run into each other. So, take care of yourself.
What do you mean, hope we don't? Fair enough. Can I just talk to anyone? Hello, random militia.
These docks are... And here I thought we were getting along. You know,
That's
you just
Garrus.
tell me where the claviture is. I'd get out of your hair.
He's right here.
Official business. That's all. Hey, turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial envoy.
Well, it just so happens.
And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance.
These might options are not going to do me well. He's very much alive, standing right in front of you. Yeah, Jack was good. I enjoyed Jack as well. It was just, I love Rex too much. Like, don't get me wrong. Adore Garrus, but Rex is my favourite. Adored Citadel DLC for bringing him back to me. Oh, loved it.
What?
Nice.
Forgive me, envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name Cedric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded.
Mm-hmm.
They told me
I like
you
it.
were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Copper didn't bark. Handsome, regal, wretched, loathsome, and lovable. Oh no. Glare silently. These are not good. We'll go with the silly one.
You're doing great.
Kai. Not Garrus, it's Kai.
Forgive me, again.
We're going to be
for
calling him
having
Garrus a
bit
lot,
of
I'm
an
sure.
emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
They left town at the same time?
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
It's so close to Garrus. Whoa, what is the claviger?
Well, He's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
I have a missive to deliver from the Emperor.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Well, shit, I'm going home.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Aye, that's the one, Emilis.
Just ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
Oh.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
Oh. What business do you have with the claviger?
Claviger Amond helped me get on my feet when I came to Paradise a few years ago. Last time we spoke, he sounded worried about things. If he's gotten himself into trouble, I owe it to him to help out.
Okay, good intentions. How's about you introduce yourself?
Name's Kai. I've been a soldier, a sailor, and a halfway decent baritone.
He's a troublemaker, but a damn qualified
100%,
one at
Emilis.
least.
100% she was.
I knew you had a soft spot for me.
Don't need the war hero one. Can I trust you?
If there's one thing you can say about Rawatayans, we're no backstabbers. We handle our disagreements face to face, with lots of yelling and violence.
Raratai is a nation east of the Living Lands, settled long ago by the Umana fleeing the Deadfire Archipelago. The kingdom is known for its military strength and adherence to nationalistic identity. Those are the Raratayans.
You'll vouch for me, right, Captain?
Better to have him and not need him, I guess.
Thanks, Captain.
That's the nicest thing you've said about me all day.
Kai, before you go, remember, you're taking a distinguished veteran into the wilderness.
Don't most people, AJ?
Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Who is the Steel Garrote game? Why are you labeling it? It's an order of paladins, LOLO, fiercely devoted to Wodica, goddess of law and discipline, known for their cruelty and determination. Steel Garrote will stop at nothing to hunt down oathbreakers, deserters, and heretics. They are led by Inquisitor Lodwyn. Why can't I be paladin game? Sadness.
Better yours than mine.
Before I head out, what's this about the Steel Garrote?
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
I've never met a Steel Garrote paladin in the flesh.
They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen.
I like that they don't necessarily go into all the details and let you then bring up the details if you want them for yourself. The burned queen was lit up though, and it has not appeared in the... Oh, because it's Wodica. Also known as the burned queen, strangler, oathbinder, and the queen that was, is the goddess of justice, laws, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. She is depicted as an old noblewoman wearing a broken crown. Steel Garrote paladins worship Wodica, and some say do her bidding. Great folks indeed. Well, I'm sure we'll meet them. Halo 2 was an interesting one, Emilis.
Creepy bunch too.
I enjoyed that initial
Who needs
trilogy.
enemies
The
when
latters
you
have been...
friends like the Steel Garrote.
I cared not. 4 was okay. Never played 5 or did much of Infinite. I enjoyed its multiplayer though. What are they doing here?
Tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their
Oh
bureaucrats.
no, it
and their
exploded
hopeless
PC.
murderers.
Sadness.
Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back.
I like nosy questions.
Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is
Oh.
eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
We will have to say hello. Lodwyn, as war hero. No one told me she was here.
Wait, you know the Inquisitor? Dare I ask how?
I just said I hadn't met any of them, but here I am. We were lovers. Can we just throw that backstory in there? She's the leader of the paladins of the Steel Garrote. She fell in battle in the Deadfire Archipelago and later returned as a Death Guard, relentless and uncompromising. Yeah, we could just create this backstory here and now. Oh no, I can't blame you for staying away from a series if it buggered a PC, or at the very least that drive. You know what, let's take a big swing. We were lovers before her incident in the Deadfire.
Oh, that must have been awful. I mean, considering everything that happened.
I don't know if we've just lied to them, or if the Inquisitor now it unlocks a branch of that dialogue. I'm curious to see how they do this.
I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the Burned Queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out.
Keep that to yourself. You won't want to get on the Inquisitor's bad side, Cynric.
Yeah, good advice. Thank you, Envoy.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwig later.
That's an important character. That seems really interesting that we can just outright pick in a small dialogue exchange. Oh yeah, we were lovers once. Not like something we did at the beginning of the game as a bit of backstory. I'm very curious how much that actually comes into anything. Great, something to look forward
First,
to.
we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger.
New companion. Kai is a seasoned soldier and mercenary from the Ratinian Empire. Restless but affable, he's wandering has led him to the Living Lands in search of a peace he has yet to find. As an experienced and battle-tested veteran, Kai can withstand damage and draw enemy aggression. His incendiary ammo can burn away flammable objects. Fire and ire, he fires a shot from a blunderbuss, dealing high stun to a single enemy and taunts them for 10 seconds. And Firestarter orders him to burn away webs, brambles, or other flamm. Oh, so we have, like, environmental infrastructure. I imagine so, AJ. So I guess I'm just...
Come on, let's get you some fresh air.
It's almost like a D&D campaign where your DM lets you go with stuff like, oh yeah, I know that person, we were this and that to each other. Fast travel point saved. What's this do here?
Left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
Are you just chilling with me now then? Is that a talk option? What's
Don't
happening
worry.
there?
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city.
There's a little icon
Needs
there.
more bandits.
What's it mean? Oh, companions! Companion ability tree contains the abilities of your recruited companions. When your companions level up, you'll be able to spend ability points for their upgrades. And we can respec them as we can ourselves. Okay, we can upgrade the fire one. Let him regenerate his health. That's probably really useful. Make him leap and stun and taunt. Or let him revive himself. That might be more useful to start with. So I don't know how... We've only got it on normal at the moment, but who knows how crazy things can get.
Bandits on the road.
I still have an icon down there. Do I have a second point? No? What are you telling me then, game? What is that symbol?
Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads.
I hate when a game just has an icon there and I can't do anything from it.
City's getting crowded. Pretty soon
Well, let's go see the city, I suppose.
3 to 1.
Why doesn't the claviger put a stop to it?
Ah, but that's the thing, AJ. I will not be ranged. But you can tank. Oh, they stopped talking when I got close. Hello, bandit-looking friends. Sparrowhawks. Jago the Seawolf. I do not have lockpicks or the key. Hello.
What are you looking at?
You, Knife Twizzler.
Piss off.
Okay.
Get lost.
Alright, so I'm probably busting in there later, aren't I? You doing?
Keep walking, Outlander.
Hey! You better watch your
I
step.
should have been listening more intently to what they were saying. Oh no. RPG like this while streaming, I haven't. I have to pay attention. Oh look, it's because he's got the symbol above
Don't
his
get
head.
too used. The local militia's lax at the best of times, which these are not. Dawnshore is most people's first view
I can
of
keep
the living
prompting more
lands
dialogue.
and last brush with civilization.
He had a few taunt abilities, but I'll definitely get him more into the blunderbuss one.
The local militia's lax at the best of times.
Okay, he's repeating dialogue, so maybe I talk to him somewhere specific. And I know, it's almost as if you crowd around there throwing knives and wear, like, Defias Brotherhood masks. You don't necessarily come across as friendly. Okay. There's a shopkeeper ahead. We're not even in the city proper yet. We're just in the port. Side
Please,
quests.
how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, man.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind.
Hello.
I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
Is that something I can help with?
How hard could it be to find a watcher?
Ooh, the Watcher is what you played as in Pillars of Eternity 1. Maybe 2. You can just speak to the dead, pretty much. Hey, I just got here. I'm as lost as
I
you.
was afraid you'd say that. I need to speak to one, fast.
They don't look like the Thieves Guild at all. Sounds serious. Is someone in trouble?
Something more like. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Ah, lizards. I can handle giant lizards. Let me help.
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back.
Wait, why did you need someone
And
who can
there's nothing
speak to
steal
dead?
either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them, and make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
I'll get your cabin back. It's a promise.
Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Still curious why you needed someone to speak with the dead, though. Kai, please.
Oh, please tell me I can go home.
No, I've not done it yet. I'm working on it.
Then.
Okay. We got here. Sinric is still here. Stores allow you to buy and sell items of currency. They appear with the icon. Speak with one of your stock.
I'd hate to be in your shoes, envoy.
Cheers, Captain. Walter.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here.
You got a great sword, Walter?
I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
Man, does she sell things cheaper than yours?
From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly.
Is he
And a
bouncing
few
around?
used pieces from people down on their luck.
I didn't consider the legitimacy of your wares. I am now.
Apologies, friend. People see me selling weapons on the harbor and call my morals into question. I assure you, all of my wares have been vetted for quality and polished thoroughly to remove any unwanted stains.
He whispered that so quietly. You're not doing much to gain my confidence.
Well, I believe my wares speak for themselves. Figuratively, I mean.
Oh well. Hang on. Let's talk to the other person he said don't go talk to first. Oh, there's 3 of them all back to back.
The living lands are a dangerous place. A newcomer like you surely needs armor. Heading out to the wilds, make sure you have everything you need.
Okay, you're not the lady he was being angry about.
You don't want to...
Kai, I told you
Oh,
not
no.
to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
You and Kai old friends?
Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
Aw.
So you do care.
I lied to the Garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
See, now Kai, it's getting messy.
What harm could some new armor do?
And then the last one. Okay, this is the lady that he said not to talk to.
Welcome to Dawnshore, Traveler. My name is Daggerda. You seem like you could use a nice
Okay, so she sells consumables. They all do different.
And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
Mm-hmm. He warned me about you.
I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong.
What happened to break up your marriage?
To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
Fair. Very fair. What do you got? Oh, do I have a sell junk item? How does this work? Not buyback. We've got to figure out this inventory script. There we go. Okay. So if I just go to this one, sell that. Okay, there we go. All right, we're there. Not too bad a controller. Different foods and potions. I don't feel the need to buy potions yet. I may regret that choice. All right, let's see what Armor Boy has then, because this great sword might be expensive.
Nice to see you again.
Ooh, fine arquebus, fine great hammer, common great sword. It is done. Buy. Beautiful. Sell my hammer. Oh, I should break things down as well, right? Because we're going to need them to upgrade stuff. I don't know if I figured out how to break things down yet. He just has weapons, and he has 4 grenades. A ball of iron packed with explosive powder. Impact with a solid surface shock the contents within, triggering an incendiary reaction of deadly concussive force. Good to know. You can also sell as a pistol. We should probably grab a pistol to go with our book. Flintlock pistols are favoured by swashbucklers and mercenaries alike. Powerful short-range weapons, they are often paired with a sword or secondary pistol to account for the reload times and tendency to misfire. The flint must be replaced and the lock mechanism cleaned of black powder from time to time, but otherwise, little maintenance required. We will buy 1 pistol, because I don't have loads of money. And if we find a second pistol, then we can dual-wield them. As requested. Right, let me... Where's my great sword? Wielded by a trained swordsman, the great sword can cleave an enemy in half, as long as the victim has soft bones and remains perfectly still. Moving targets are a challenge, but even in less ideal circumstances, no one forgets the time they were struck with a great sword. Good. Very nice. Okay, and then for secondary, we are pistol and book. That's pretty great. I can either stash my spares in camp or break them down. Okay. You've just acquired an upgrade material. They're used to improve weapons and armor of the matching type and quality. Upgrade materials can be combined to create upmade materials of higher quality. Okay, so the low-level materials I still need as well because they can be useful later. Okay, but doesn't look like I can upgrade anything yet. Is that the same for armor then? Yep. But for anything I want to keep as transmog, I best keep it. Which is neither of those. Oh, I just stashed that in camp. Oh, because I can't break them. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. Pistols require only one hand, shoot bullets perfectly straight at medium range, dealing moderately high damage and stun. No one's going to freak out if I fire this, are they? No. Okay, so I'm casting my spells, I'm recharging between, and then bang! Cool. Great sword. Yes. A little quicker than the hammer. Otherwise, similar enough. Good stuff. I still don't know how to stow my weapons. The game did not say. Oh, right. What did you sell?
Protect that pretty face. Time.
You sell the armor. Okay, okay. Ooh, fine plate. Oh, power attacks deal an additional 5% fire damage. It's like enchanted? Oh, it's a unique. The most paladins that are devoted to Odysseia can be found amongst the ranks of the Steel Grot Order. There is always an exception to the rule. Ulfdrang was one such exception. He was of the order of the kind wayfarers. That's what my Pillar's character was. He would spend his days walking alongside those travelling the roads of Aedirn, keeping them safe from beast and outlaw alike. Ulfthrang favoured a shield in combat, partially to protect himself, but more so to protect those he travelled alongside. It seems that a small sliver of both his desire to protect and his fiery zeal yet remain in the gauntlets he wore in life. Very nice. Love me some uniques. Everlis in the chat. I'm just imagining a gnome rage running around with a flintlock in WoW now. If only. Would be very scary. Alright. Let's continue to explore. Where is this house she was on about? On Dawnshore. Okay, her cottage is up there. I assume we can get into Paradise through that bridge, unless it's blocked off and the game wants us to go elsewhere first. I like exploring my nooks and crannies before doing the main quest if I can. Some games punish you for that. There were moments of Skyrim where you would go and investigate a cave, clear it out, kill everyone, loot an item, and then the game would be like, oh, go get this item from this cave, and I'm like, I've got it. And the game's like, no, you haven't. Go and get it again.
Leave me alone.
Okay, citizen. We'll see how this one shakes up as we get into it. Do I jump into the actual seawater? Frost Nova into Glock. Excellent combo. Aha! Woo! We're in, and we're not drowning. How far can we go before the game says now you cannot go any further or a monster from the deep's going to eat your face? I don't see any shinies about, but we had to check. Assumably that over there where the colour just shifts. Oh, they've put a nice little rock wall up for us so we can't. Doesn't look like I can sprint in the water though, so we're pretty sluggish. Oh, bit of XP for exploring. Thanks, game. Yeah, I'll look into the harbour. What harm could there be? Other than drowning. Which surely will be fine. Don't see no shinies. Only thing I can think of is maybe behind this giant rock. Unless there's more out beyond the harbour. It's a little hard to see. Yeah. There's a little bit ahead here. I can fast travel back to that point as well. We can also check how the fast travel is. Invisible wall game? Yep, invisible wall. Well, hey Kai, how we doing? And why are we just walking around and swimming in the dock? Because who knows, Kai? Who knows what treasures are hidden round the corner? Sometimes none at all, Kai, but that's why we check. Breathe. Okay. And then we can travel here. Prompts a load. About 20 seconds. Would it have been faster to swim? Probably not.
Oh, what an awful stench. Someone needs a bath.
Excuse me?
Sincere apologies, Envoy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Living Lands.
Thank you. Kind sir. Didn't leave out on the boat, did we? No, we're good. Alright then. My character just huffing it from the shadow. You know, Emilis, that's an excellent question. How do they dock here if their port is surrounded by rocks? They can't all fit through those tiny gaps. Game design. We checked in there. Went down that way. More that way.
They've only been here a few years, but the Aedirans act like they run the place.
I'll try not to. Okay, this bridge that connects us to the rest of the dock is out. Seems to be stuff down there, though. There's a little ladder to get back up. What's hiding over here, game? Oh, this is just taking me off into the wilderness. A troll under the... Ooh, something. Some apple. And the most unfortunate tale of Favia and Bernat. Valadian tragedy. Oh no, it's a play. Scene. Lelia watches Bernat approach Favia's tree, looking for a human form. Layla. Behold, now comes the fun. That for which I have waited. His love is forfeit, her life is forfeit, and all I have worked toward shall be fulfilled. He says he knows his love. He says no force in the world could keep him from her. But what chance has force against guile? Never will he find his love, for she is no longer his love. The spell cannot be undone except by her death, and by then it will be too late. But wait, he has seen her. Oh, it's an actual play. Layla steps back to observe. Favia.
Pray, mortal, why have you come here? These woods are not for your kind. The affairs of men have no place at this tree.
Leave ere your welcome lapses. Bernat.
Foul creature, where is my love? What have you done with her? Always this has been the station for our encounters. Never before have I seen you. Where is my love? Answer. Answer ere my patience lapses.
Favia.
Fool, this is my land, and this is my tree. Your presence never before has been felt. Again, I say to you, leave. My generosity will not be extended a third time.
Layla steps forward again. Talk. Discussion. I know the way to hurry the conclusion of this tale. Layla takes a breath and extends her throat as if she's yelling. A scream comes from the copse of the trees where the Progra stands? Unsure. Bernard. My love! Bernard steps forward, brandishing his sword.
Prepare yourself, wretch, for not even death can stand between me and my love. I will have her from you, or you will meet your end.
Bernard moves towards Favia, which closes to fight. They fight. During the fight, Bernat is grievously injured as he delivers the killing blow to Favia. She falls to the ground as she dies. The spell on her breaks, transforming her back to her Delamang form. Bernat, my love, what have you done to me? What was it I said? What was it I did? Has our love soured in your heart? Bernat.
Favia, my love, my life, what foul sorcery has befallen you? How have you come to be laid low by mine hand? Fie to the gods for such treachery. Fie to all who stood in our way.
Favia. Fear not, my beloved, for now we are together, and together we will always be. Nothing can keep us apart. But lo, why is it suddenly so dark? Where's the sun gone? Where are you? I cannot see you. I will find you. I will.
Favia dies. Bernat, a curse upon the fiend who has betrayed me. To hold love in your hand and have it wrenched away.
Bernat winces, puts his hand in his shirt, comes out covered in blood.
What luck, what chance! Tragedy may yet too soon turn to fortune. Favia, my love, soon I will rest in your arms. We will lie together again as one, and forever shall we be side by side. I go now to meet my love. Eraf, I accept your cold embrace. I welcome your company. I beg your mercy.
Bernat lies down next to Favia's body.
I am ready.
Bernat dies. Layla steps out from her hiding spot and runs to Bernat's body.
Bernat, you fool, you wretch! How can you leave me? I am alone, I am forgotten, I am cast out. Without your love, how can I continue?
Life holds no thrall without your visage upon which I may gaze. What shall I do? But here, my salvation, my answer, or no, all three of them. Layla picks up Bernat's sword, his blade, his weapon. I shall be impaled upon him, and he shall cut through me. I will not be denied my love. I will not be denied my love. You will be mine, if not in this life, then in the next. Layla impales herself on the sword.
I come for you, my love, my Bernat. Wait for me and I will find you. We shall love forever.
Layla dies. Well, that was a little over the top and a bit too much, but sure, I see the riff they were going on. Very silly. I expect we will find many more novels. Right, if that way leads just down past that water wheel, there's a little stretch of thing going down. We will cut back that way later. This just leads me back up on this side. Let's go up the ladder first. I assume it just takes me back to where I was. The slow climb. What a thrill. Can either leap over or closed door? Question mark. There is no sprinting up ladders. Only the slow climb. Another ladder. Oh, this would be a good opportunity to test fall damage. What have we got? A little picnic spot. Another book. The Adrian Empire, Part 1. Origin. Oh boy, let me have a swig of my brew. Bloody historical text, here we go. In approximately 200 AI, a group of tribes called the People of Deer unified into a new civilization called the Adrian Empire. The tribes, small and widespread over the land, knew it would be better for their continued existence to unify. The leaders of each tribe became advisors to the king, chosen by the group. Each advisor would be lord over his people, but each lord would answer to the vain cunning first king. This decision was exactly what was needed in the Adrian Empire. Thrived, spreading across the land and establishing strong trade routes. The Adirans became known as fair but shrewd businessmen. While the country thrived and internally there was little strife, there was still the occasional skirmishes with the neighbouring elven kingdom of Culkiln. Not long after the kingdom was formed, the Adrian people began studying animacy. Still largely unknown at the time, animacy was an exciting, terrifying new realm in which Adrian scholars saw great potential. This potential came to bear fruit in 2260 AI, when a group of animancers, working together, transferred the soul of a departed man into another body, creating the first of what would later become known as the undead. The reaction to this discovery was swift and decisive. Both the King of Edern and the Church of Rhodesia condemned this event, and the study or practice of animancy was outlawed. It would never again be practiced openly on Adrian soil. Okay, I should know that as the envoy to this place, that we do not jive with necromancy. Conflicts with Culkiln continued, escalating into a minor war, 2398 AI. Afterward, a treaty was signed, and the Kingdom of Edern merged with Culkiln to form the Adrian Empire. With the political and military strife now settled, the Adrian Empire would become an economic powerhouse, able to acquire and generate resources that were difficult to obtain in other parts of the world. The Empire's trade routes became some of the most lucrative in the world. The more we know. Right, we quick save and then we jump off this tower. And go. Okay, we take fall damage. I'm sorry to hear, Emily, that your holidays come to a close. And oh goodness me, no tears. It's okay. It's okay. You'll get through. You'll be alright.
So where should I go?
Well, there's always the shantytown, but well, you know.
Yeah.
Hoping the least you've enjoyed your time off. Yeah, come again.
Is there nowhere else?
Perhaps the adherents are looking for new recruits.
No thanks. I'd rather risk the journey further inland than throw my lot in with them.
You sure?
I sailed all the way from the Eastern Reach, if you can believe it.
Don't even bother heading to Paradise unless you've got a friend in the militia. Or maybe Hilgard could...
Oh, hey Kyle, where were you?
Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads.
Ooh. Okay, that looks to be just the bridge over to the main city. So I can go there now, maybe. Oh, so it wasn't even like a proper vacation. It was more, this is how things have worked out. Well, in that case, here's hoping that such a thing comes up again relatively soon. In the very least. Big arena over there. There's all kinds of shit all over the place. Oh no. So I could go into the city this way and get lost, but the game wants me to go in this direction first. And then we can maybe go back and round into the city. Clear outside areas a little bit. Let's follow along with where it wants me to go for now.
First German leaves, his letters won't turn up.
Hello?
Gelarde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Galade? What do you mean? A Valian expression of approval, meaning excellent or brave or defiant. I always liked the Valians in the last game.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
Cheers, Kai.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
Don't actually know. It's a lot I don't know.
A godlike of unknown provenance. Even more interesting. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
No, I haven't. Just got you.
Maybe that's for the best. Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
Haven't done that either.
He must have gone farther than I thought.
I suppose we could have just not gone this way and done so first.
His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
Sent your assistant out to the wilds. Sounds dangerous.
Cartography is not for the slight. It requires a certain initiative.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3 this month.
He's going to be sassy the whole time. I love it.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay for it. I may even have more work for you.
Ooh. I see why you're concerned. I'll keep my eye out for him.
When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town.
Okay, this is one of those quests leading us back into the city, so maybe if I clear out stuff around the city, it'll make it easier.
You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Unless his maps is then like, here are all the secrets in the area you missed. German's dispatch. Wanted. Sansa, proprietor of Sansa's Emporium, has reported his assistant Germund missing in the wilds of Dawnshore. Reward will be offered for the return of Germund's cartographic notes. Below is his last correspondence posted to provide clues to his whereabouts. Sansa, I am pleased to report I have made it to Usher's hand intact. I sense we've overestimated how far we can explore safely. We could outfit an entire expeditionary force with the bandits I've encountered on the main road alone. Nearly spent my whole purse bribing my way out of scraps. I think I used to gripe about the Principi, never again. Anyway, here now, set up camp in the cavern while I scout the ruins. I wonder whether anyone in the wayward throngs of Paradise is an expert on dead languages. What are we calling the ancients anyway? Godless? Not much of a name. You think on it and I'll transcribe. Hope I'm not writing down any curses. In higher spirits, Germund.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Okay. Oh, well done you, Emily's pushing straight into those tier 11s. I imagine on Blood Death Knight, as you say, heal most of your health with a death strike. Nom 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 nom, delicious. Oh, speaking of delicious, hello chickens. I'm not just going to start attacking chickens. I don't know if there's any kind of law to be broken, and I'm not one for mindless animal slaughter. Cannot enter this barn, though, unless... Vandalism and breaking an entry, however, that's just the life of an adventurer. Unhinged, violent wanderers is an adventurer. Okay, there's a big purple crystal, or... Wait up. Oh, no, look at these little foggy areas. I hate it. Because now I have to go to the little foggy area to clear it off the map, or I'll never be satisfied. Hiding all in your chicken pen? Oh, a sword. Take it. Got all else in your chicken? How are you hiding, chickens? Can this wall be broken? No. I had to know.
Move along, please.
I was here first. I'm not going anywhere.
You're not working or selling something, you're loitering. Clear the way.
Now listen, you might be big in idea, but these are our docks, not yours. You're in for a rude surprise if you think we'll answer to you.
Fine. Have it your way. Are all paradise
The goblin bombs will do that, Emless. It's a learning process. You get there.
I'm not moving.
I'm not moving.
I wonder if...
Don't think you can come over here and try to strong-arm me too.
No, I'm good. I was just curious if I sliced you with my sword if you'd move, but don't necessarily want to just kick up trouble for the fuck of it.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargrunan ruins to the north, just across the river from the Strangle route. The Pargrunan are said to have left behind many treasures.
Very good. I will remember you. You will be justly compensated upon my return.
Not if I find them first.
Yeah, sure. Just be careful, all right?
Oh.
The land gets more dangerous the further north you go. No telling what might be waiting for you.
Good to know, game.
Do not worry.
Hello, hello, hello.
I have stared
What's all
down
purple
at
and
the
glowy?
and have no fear of supposed dangers.
Bit of platforming around. I will find your secrets.
That lighthouse has been under repair since Adiran ships began filling the harbor.
There's little comments as we go along. We can fall into this house, which is not the house I wanted, but there we go. There's a little path going down there to the beach. More caves going under the lighthouse. Oh boy, I'm going to get lost in the source on this one. I can feel it. And that's a great thing. I love exploring in RPGs. Even if I get lost. A great deal of the time. Booty! Money, crafting materials, and common brigandine armor. Oh, that's heavy. I should break that down. Not as much damage reduction. Not as bad for stamina. Beautiful. Oh, we're on the other side of where those bandits were. That's what you get, bandits. I just found my way inside. Ooh. Leon's shipment. I guess this is mine now. Someone has tampered with the crate, and the lockbox inside falls to open to reveal satchels of woodsy, bracing-smelling herbs. The scent identifies them as Helian parsley, common to the Adrian mainland. Small doses can prevent pregnancy. A large dose can end one. Oh, bit of intrigue. Well, I didn't know it was a quest item, but now we have it for later. I look forward to finding the NPC who's like, can you get this for me? And going, well, I already have it.
Yeah.
I did indeed beat Elden Ring, Emilis. It was before I started streaming. However, I do have a playlist for the DLC Shadow of the Erdtree. That I did on stream. It was one of those that came out and I saved it because I knew my intention was to get to streaming a few months after. So that's all on here. It was strength and faith. Great swords and lightning. You may be unsurprised to hear. I like this alt down there. Okay, I can cut back under this sewer. I think. Nope, dead end. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, I can get Kai to thingy it. I'll be... Go!
Coming in hot.
Nice! Well done, Kai. Lizard tongue. An enchanting material. Ooh, didn't know we'd be enchanting things. The rounded, dry tongue of a Zarep.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to...
You still have that icon. I wonder if that means just if we make camp, he wants to talk to me. Because at the moment, I have no other indication as to what it could be. Goats! Demonic looking goats. Got like armor on their back. Like armadillo goats. Fancy. Okay, there's still this house to get in. I can understand that, Emilis. The Souls genre, especially for your first one, is always a bit to get into. It's kind of like Monster Hunter in that way, if not a little more punishing. Not more so punishing, I'll say. I think Elden Ring, and you might be sick of hearing this, is the easiest kind of port of entry. I think experimenting with your playstyle and taking the time to fight enemies you're comfortable with and grind and level up a bit can help out a lot. Ooh, bit of gold. Nice to be rewarded. But I do certainly think it's a game worth playing. I am less of a fan of it than I am, say, of Dark Souls 1 or 3 or Bloodborne. But I think that's more... I'm getting a little sick of gigantic, fully open worlds all the time. Sometimes I like my game to be a little more cultivated, and the Souls series has some fantastic, like, level design. And Elden Ring managed that in its bigger dungeons, but the larger open world bits was just a lot of side paths to sod all most of the time. Sometimes there's stuff hidden away, and it's great when there is, but it was not all the time. But the way they let you chuck out lightning magic and have super moves in that, not super moves, but your weapon skills in that game, I absolutely delight with. I can't find my way around this goddamn thing. Maybe I burn it. They're gone, barrels! Lamp. Okay, there's something I'm missing here. There must be another way in. It's barred and not locked, which means there should be a way in. Now I'm a stubborn bastard. I will stay at their house for another hour if I have to. Window, mayhaps? Not that window. Aha! Still nothing. Oh, the teleporty chest. I know the bit you mean. In a cave where you're stuck and constantly respawning. That place was a bloody nightmare. It wouldn't surprise me if a load of folks who started playing the game stopped playing the game at that point as well, because I 100% agree. Bloody nightmare. But what it's worth for future reference, when you open a chest like that and that smoke comes out, you can immediately panic roll away in any direction and it will not teleport you. But again, such is hindsight. I can't ring this bell. I'm livid. There's a giant purple crystal in there, and I need to know what's in it. And I can't. Did this building lead into the other building? Doesn't look like it. God damn it. Alright, can I mark this on my map? There are no custom markers. We're just going to have to bear it in mind for now. Maybe it will reveal itself later. Oh, there's a door back on this side. Nope, you're buggered as well. Angry. That's the other side of the thieves' warehouse. Alright, I've lingered here long enough. Need to move on. Also, the enemies in that cave were vastly higher level to punish you, and they were those prawns with crazy, nasty homing range missiles. A shit show all around. Again, moments where the game decidedly fucks you over. There's plenty to be enjoyed. Ooh. Test your mettle. Do you think you have what it takes to stand against me? Come and see for yourself. Whether you're a Paradisan native, an Adrian newcomer, or anyone else, you're welcome in my arena. Just leave your problems and politics at the threshold unless you want to be the next one to test my theory. That gift can fly, but only straight towards the ground. And only once. Come to the top of Magran's Assay.
to see what you're made of. That's me, a weapon master. Sure. That seems cool. I love a good arena quest. Egg. Common egg. It's produced by a common hen. Incredibly edible. Eggs are a truly versatile food. Can be the main protein, a sauce, a side, and everything in between. Oh, I should actually eat some food. My health and mana are not regenerating on their own. Not much in the way of alcohol either. Problem with magic then, I suppose. Yes, I think there are two aspects to go for. Either attack every chest before you open it, and then roll away from them as you open them. And I would do that for every chest. I don't think, I'm trying to remember, if Elden Ring had any mimics, but ever since the Soul series had mimics, I am always careful. Whoa! What are you? What a fancy looking beast of burden, so very colourful and covered in feathers and an anteater snout and cow horns. And a bison build. Fascinating creature. Why has it got tiger stripes? In fact, there might be an element of over-design going on here, but I suppose this is meant to be a natural land of abundance. Fancy beastie. Okay, big glowy purple crystal. That must be the arena the note mentioned. I would assume. Overgrown mushroom house. What this? A party camp. Set up a party camp. Sure. What does that mean? Oh. You can set up party camps at large, agile waystones found throughout the living lands. Setting up the party camp will fully restore your health. God damn it. In party camp, you can speak with companions, upgrade and enchant gear, cook, store extra items in the party stash, and collect god tokens.
Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing.
Oh,
as long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
We're just here in the world, in this bit. I like that a lot. Oh, nope. Cool. I shouldn't have eaten some of that food if I'm going to be cooking it. You can cook recipes at the cauldron camp. Recipes allow you to combine certain ingredients to create consumables with enhanced effects. Even rotten food can be used in cooking.
You to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Sure thing, Kai. Sorry, I'm looking around. I can workbench to upgrade. I can enchant unique weapons. Or this. I can climb this. Wait, it doesn't say anything else at the moment. I don't know what it means. It's just a symbol. Waystone lets us leave. Stash where I can just store stuff. Marvellous. Weird zebra. It's certainly one way to put it. Select a weapon or piece of armor from the left side of the screen to upgrade. On upgrade, you must have enough upgrade materials of the corresponding type and quality. You also combine upgrade materials to create those of higher quality. Results of your upgrade are displayed on the right. Materials come in numerous types, each with their own purpose. Pardon me. Weapon materials, like metals, like iron chunks, and woods, like softwood branches, are the primary material used for weapons. For armor, skins, like pelts and tanned hides, are the primary material to upgrade armor. Universal herbs, like native herbs, like Paradise and Ladder, and Helios Talon, are used to upgrade all items. Adra and its variants are used to upgrade unique items across quality tiers. Okay, so we can keep unique stuff going. Enchanting materials, a variety of monster parts like Zerep tongues, spider legs, and ogre blood, are used to enhance and augment unique enchantments. Interesting. I do not have enough to... Oh look, we've got... They go from common to fine, exceptional, and superb. Okay. I need a lot more stuff. Oh, and that starts getting crazy. That's a big jump in damage. Holy shit, that's the end game stuff right there. Interesting. Well, there's crafting as well, but I have no recipes.
About enchanting then. Select a unique weapon from the left side of the screen to enchant. Choose a replacement from its primary enchant to the right. Enchanting requires enchanting materials and currency. It cannot be undone. Okay. Enchants unique weapons. So the tongue is part of that. So is that re-enchanting stuff, or I take enchants out? I don't quite know. Okay.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
I distinguished myself in the battle with the tall grass. I've seen more than my fair share of battle.
Tall grass, huh? Even in Rauatai, you lot are the stuff of legend.
The tall grass are a distinguished unit of Adrian pikemen who report to the Emperor and showcase the discipline of Aedirn's military.
I guess I should count myself lucky our paths didn't cross sooner. But that raises a bigger question. Why would your Emperor send one of his most accomplished warriors all the way out here?
For the plague.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
Just a strange stealth stab. I don't even know who they are.
I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times.
What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors.
It's different enough from Garrus, right? It's a little more high-pitched. When I look at him, I don't immediately see Garrus. Garrus is more, like, down and croaky, whereas this guy is more up here. Like, I'm not doing it justice, but you know what I mean. I think he's done well enough to distinguish it.
Refugees are flooding in from
But you can still
outlying
hear
regions.
it.
The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are
Mannerisms
making
are different.
offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
That's why I'm here, to find the source, put a stop to it. Oh no, I should ask the question, what's known about it?
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent.
It does.
No one seems to know exactly how it starts.
Why I'm here, find the source and stop it.
I like your confidence. Just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse.
Understood.
I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
I heard the Living Lands was a lawless frontier. I don't want to say that. Why are you looking for this Clavenger?
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it.
Okay, same info as before.
Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge.
100% agree, Emilis. I mean, we'll see how he goes across the game. I can't imagine we'll hit those heights, but honestly, I can't remember last time I heard him in a game, so happy to have him.
But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
I want to help.
Someone once told me you need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking.
Oh, thank you too, Kai.
It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
Oh, lots of questions still. Tell you what, we'll ask him his questions, we'll rest up for the night, then I'll call it for the evening, as we're pushing the 3-hour mark now. Could probably go on for another 3 hours, but I do need to think of my voice and eating and getting some sleep, you know.
It's the gateway
Got
to
restrained.
the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other.
Lovely. And the Balrog is massive creatures native to the living lands, frequently in hibernation, rarely spotted in the wild. Legend tells that a Balrog's form reflects their preferred season and ecosystem. They act as hunters and guardians. Interesting.
Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the living lands.
The living lands has a reputation for adventure. What do you expect?
It also has a reputation for making corpses out of people.
Bah.
These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The living lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
I was about to say he doesn't blink often, but then he just blinked, so I'm proven wrong. If it's so deadly, why would anyone come here?
For a lot of people, the living lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Sounds like a... Oh, what was it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rauatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
Aiden's changing things. Is that it?
That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Stilgarrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind.
When was Hildgard? Also in Hildgard, the ambassador dispatched here from the edge. Okay, so that's my... where we're heading next.
But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Gross. Why is the soul play called the Dream Scourge anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality.
And then they get mushroomed. Terrifying.
What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then fungal growths take over your body.
I don't like it.
So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growths like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know.
Will do.
Until then, look on the bright side. The living lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
What about you?
Should I break out the booze?
When did you come here?
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
Change from what?
I was living in a settlement called Thirdborn.
What do we know of Thirdborn? The main settlement in the Shatterscape region of the Living Lands. Primarily occupied by Arthurian expatriate soldiers, sailors, explorers, and merchants.
It's a rugged little place, lots of Rauatai.
Oh, he was going to tell me anyway. Must have missed the amenities of a bigger city like Paradis.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah?
What did you do before you came here?
I joined up with the Rauatai Navy as soon as I was old enough.
Most do, if memory serves.
I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
Rauatai has had a presence there for the better part of a century.
Part of a long-term effort to reclaim our ancestral homeland and feed Rauatai from Deadfire's fertile soil. I believed in that mission.
I think that came up a bit in the second game.
Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Wana were the orange variant? Oh no, the indigenous culture of the Deadfire Archipelago. Keen sailors and survivors who thrive in the harsh region for thousands of years. Long ago, they were an imperial power ruling from the great city of Ukaizo. Today, their diminished but influential authority can be found on the island of Neketaka. Some of these names are coming back to me, which I found fascinating.
To add you're bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The
I make no
Huana
promises.
didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us. But I didn't see that either.
What did you do?
I deserted.
Oh no.
And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
It's like fighting for the Rautai so much you left to fight for others?
Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Rauataian deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
Same ship, different uniform.
Yeah, it just took me a little longer to figure that out. Being part of a squad kept me going. For a while, anyway. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough.
Find something better?
I did. Yeah. For a while.
It sounds like it was then lost.
Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Wise words, Kai. Thanks for the advice.
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you.
You're originally from Rautai?
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales?
Bit of both. You have a mano in Adian too, you know.
Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rauatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere, or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
Weren't you a mercenary?
Don't sell me short. I've also been a drifter, a middling carpenter, and a terrible card player. We should play sometime. I'll show you.
Oh, don't you give me a card-based minigame game. I've played too much Gwent. Been to Rautai. I remember near constant storms.
Then you must have come during our sunny season.
Ah!
Lashed by
Silly bug.
storms, and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Trenches?
We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rauatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere.
Fun names. Sounds like an unpleasant place to live, constantly battered by storms.
Then it won't surprise you that many leave. And not just because of the hardships. The land can't support everyone. Not that we don't do our damnedest to beat it into shape. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities.
This sounds pretty.
For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rauatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons.
Hence the big navy.
We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the
As he
most
says.
powerful navies in Eora.
Its prosperity has become the envy of other old empires.
It's been hard-won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the Living Lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it.
Well, we fried some dried chicken not long ago, so one more on the Dawn Shore.
I'll tell you what I can.
He's got nothing else. That's all. Good night, Kai.
We should be safe enough, but I'll take watch, just in case.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Talk to the crystal. And rest for the evening. Is this going to be Baldur's Free where we camp stuff? No, okay. We're not just going to get ambushed and stabbed in the night. More's the pity. Alright.
We have places we can go, things to discover and explore. I probably want to... Tomorrow I will loop my way down and around, up and through to this cottage, across the threshold, clearing out this bit, then up to where the main quest is. We'll see how much of that we can get done tomorrow. For now then, our journey has begun. And I will say... thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps pushes the video through the algorithm so more folks can come hang out, play some games with us. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. On the weekdays, we're at 9 AM GMT with some World of Warcraft, and between 4 and 6 in the evening, we start up with other games. Now, of course, we begin our adventures in Avowed, and you can find playlists to all the games we've already covered right here on the channel. Binge to your heart's content. Cheers, Emilis and others for coming along live. Lovely to have you as ever. So until next time, folks, much love, take care, and bye-bye.